Hello, this is Travis. Thank you for joining us here at Tpull's Corner, our own little place to play Magic the Gathering. Today is day 21 of Evergreen Month. We take a key mechanic as defined by Wizards of the Coast. We show you what the definition is, and we choose to make a deck out of just that one mechanic and try and overload our opponent, focusing on using just one trait in the game. And today's topic is Reach, and we've got a deck called Reach for the Sky. And we've got 31 creatures in it, and we've got 24 lands, average 3.6, so it can be a little expensive, not too much. And Reach is what you use to block creatures with flying, and that's becoming more important in the game where we are right now because there's a lot more reanimator decks that are putting out dragons like Velomachus. We've got a lot more angels in play after the Kaldheim expansion than we used to. The angel tribal is getting out of hand. So between angels and dragons and demons, and there's a lot of stuff in the air these days, and you really do need to figure out how to defend against it. So it's kind of difficult when you first think of it. How are you going to design an entire deck with Reach? Because what if you come up against a land-based deck? Then you're in trouble, right? Not necessarily. But let's go through the deck and you'll see what we mean. We've got one copy of Chainweb Aracnir, and this one, as soon as it enters the battlefield, it only has one power to begin with, right? But it does that power to a target creature with flying and opponent control. So if your opponent's got a 1/1 creature out, you can kill it if it's got flying. It also has escape, and this is where the real value comes in, because you're hoping that Chainweb gets killed fast. You really want to try and chump block it, suicide it, sacrifice it, whatever you can do as soon as you can. You exile 4 of the cards from the graveyard, and it escapes from the graveyard with 3 +1/+1 counters on it. So it comes into play as a 4/5, and that 4 damage goes to it if they have another flyer out. Timing will be important. One copy of Jaspera Sentinel to tap an untapped creature you control and add a mana of any color, in case we have trouble with the red and green here. And it has Reach. Scorching Dragonfire for creature control. One Arachnoform. This you can enchant a creature, give it +2/+2, and it becomes every type, and it gains Reach. 2 copies of Wildborn Preserver. This is a flash creature, so you can play it on your opponent's turn and put it down on the battlefield as a surprise blocker against flyers, because it has Reach. Has another ability, you put another creature onto the battlefield. It has to be non-human. If you've got extra mana lying around, you can pay it and put 1/1 counters on Wildborn Preserver. So if you put down, just say you put down a 1/1 creature and it happens to be an ape or whatever, and you have 5 mana sitting around, you can pay all 5 and make Wildborn Preserver into a 7/7 creature. So that can be fun. One copy of Brimstone Trebuchet, and this is a wall, but it has the ability to tap and deal 1 damage to each opponent. You usually see this in night decks because you can untap it if you bring a knight down. We don't worry about that here. I just wanted to bring in a representative sampling of all the different Reach cards and see how they work well together. One Tuktuk Rubblefort, that's a 0/3 defender wall, and all creatures that you control have haste. And it has Reach, but it's mostly there because I like to say Tuktuk Rubblefort. That's just a fun name to say. One copy of Barrier Breach to exile up to 3 target enchantments, and if we don't deal with any enchantments, we can cycle it. 4 copies of Glowstone Recluse. These guys mutate on top of other creatures and add 2 +1 counters to them, and it has Reach. So if you've got any creatures that don't have Reach, you can make them have Reach with this deck. Don't worry about it, because most of them do. Tajuru Snarecaster is a 1/4 Reach. 2 Crystalline Giants, because they can gain Reach, along with all the other traits. 1 Pillardrop Warden, who's a 1/5 Reach. You can sacrifice this one and bring a target instant or sorcery card back to your hand. You can only activate it as a sorcery, but this lets me get an extra use out of my Scorching Dragonfire if I've used it already. 2 copies of Turret Ogre. If I have another creature with power 4 or greater, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Don't worry about that one too much. It's mostly just a 4/3 Reach. Moving on down, we have 1 copy of Arasta of the Endless Web. Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, you get another 1/2 green spider creature token with Reach, which is fun. And I hate going up against Arasta, but hopefully I get to use her this time. 4 copies of Cloudpiercer of 5/4 Reachers with Mutate. So again, just like back up here at the Glowstone Refuge, if you don't have a creature with Reach and you mutate this on top of a non-human creature, you can give it reach. 4 copies of Elder Gargaroth. I have 4 copies now. They have reach. They're an overpowered card. They have all sorts of extra abilities if they attack or block. And they have vigilance, so they don't tap when they block, or when they attack. So, yeah, I'm putting all 4 copies in this deck. 3 copies of Sentinel Spider. They have vigilance and reach. 1 copy of Vivien, Monster's Advocate. I like being able to look at the top card of my library anytime, so she's attractive to use anyway. You can cast creature spells straight from the library if you have enough mana. Her second power here, the +1, you can create a 3/3 beast creature token. You can put any counter you want on it of the 3, Vigilance, Reach, or Trample. So, of course, our Planeswalker example in the deck has a way to grant Reach. She's also got another power. When you cast your next creature spell, you can search your library for your creature card with less mana value and put it onto the battlefield and then shuffle. So if you've got enough extra mana to spare and you know you're going to cast a creature that may be 5-6 mana, you can still go search through the rest of your deck and get a bonus creature out. 1 Cogwork Archivist. This is a 4/5 creature that you can tap. With 2 mana, you can put a target card from a graveyard on the bottom of the owner's library. This can be fun to get rid of a Croxa in the opponent's deck. If they've got one in the graveyard, you can get it out of play so they can't escape it. 1 Great Henge. Most people are familiar with Great Henge by now. The more creatures you have on the battlefield with greater power, the more that number to cast it comes down. And once you do have it down, whether you use it for anything else or not, you're going to tap it and add 2 life. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you get to put a +1 counter on it and draw a card. So once you get your Henge machine working, especially if you can tag team with Vivien, you can really start burning through your deck pretty quickly. 2 copies of Stonecoil Serpent. These guys have as many counters as you've got mana to spend when you cast them. They have reach and trample. They've also got protection from multicolored, which can really screw up people who are not used to dealing with them. And the rest is the lands. And that's our deck. We're going to take it out for a spin. In the meantime, if you guys would click like and or subscribe, that would be cool. Thanks. Did they give me enough land? I kind of like it. If I get desperate, I do have an early play. Reach is probably the easiest trait to explain in all of Magic. You can block creatures that have flying. That's all there is to it. When we create these decks where every creature has one particular trait, they started calling them tribal. So this would be a reach tribal deck. Or would you call it a tribal reach? I don't know, that might sound kind of dirty. He's going to ramp. Now you're going to scry and you're going to use the environmental sciences? Yes, you are. Okay. What are we going to do? We're going to do nothing. Gross. Okay, I feel like we should do something. Let's go ahead and put down the Turret Ogre. And now we just sit and stare at each other? If this is a pest deck, then he should have a pest spell. He should be able to put the pest down, sacrifice it, make the Demogoth attack. Or any creature, really. Okay, he has Death Touch, doesn't he? That's irritating. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to have enough to block Damogoth. How about a Sentinel Spider? We're building up to it, but I'm not sure we can build fast enough. You're gonna kill one of my creatures. Or you can just sit there and think about it. Think some more about it. That's right, keep thinking. Good job. Good play. Had me on pins and needles. We're not going to mutate. We don't have a lot of flyers. With Cloudpiercer, I don't really need to draw a card and discard a card right now. And depending on what he's going to do, there's a spell that he can sacrifice this creature and turn it all into a bunch of 1/1s. And he could have removal anytime. So I really do need to keep some of these as chump blockers. It makes it hard to go on the offensive. I like to hold on to the Stonecoil Serpent and make it as big as I can make it. That's not too hard right now. You little... I might mutate one of these, and that'll give me 10 to beat the Titan if I need to. Let's try it. Under. All right. Can I wait till I have 10 lands to put down the Stonecoil Serpent? Maybe I should just be attacking. Uh-oh. He still needs to sacrifice, but he can sacrifice half of them. Please tell me they have summoning sickness at least? Yeah, like it matters now. Yeah, we'll kill you, why not? That's a nice combo. Mystic Reflection combined with Tend the Pests. Okay, so what does that leave us able to do? We can put down one. And then I need the Giant to have Death Touch. And that's still not going to save me. You can sacrifice 5 and have 5 attack. And he got a removal spell. So now there's really no chance. Isn't that neat how he had exactly what he needed, though? He had the card to get into his sideboard to get the extra land. He had the one removal when he needed it. He had the Demogoth, which he needed to do his combo. And he had the combination of Mystic Reflection and Tend the Pest after that to perfect his combo. And then he had Vargoth when he needed to get his second removal. What are you going to do, another Tend the Pest? He is. How do these guys feel about being sacrificed? They're demons. I bet you they hate it. I bet you they're planning their revenge. We're gonna kill one of them. So they hate somebody else besides just you for sacrificing them, using them as cannon fodder. Yeah, there are some drawbacks to creating a deck based only around reach, especially when there are no flyers you're facing. And we're up against Psycho Nurse. Hello, Nurse! How long will it be until we go up against a flying deck? Because that's really what I want to do. We might have to use Wildborn Preserver as a chump blocker. It's better if we can keep him for the long term, but this deck has enough removal that I don't think we get to build him up that much. He's got all these different ways to bring stuff back from the graveyard. Say hello to Tuktuk Rubblefort. He has haste. He gives himself haste so he can go nowhere fast because he's a wall. He's a very hasty wall. As far as walls go, he is so fast. You're not going to believe it. Alright, and the reason we did that, so we could do stuff like this. Attack! It's okay. I can still block the Order of Midnight. Bring it back. You're bringing back the 3-1. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and just bring down... Actually, how do I want to do this? Let's bring in a Planeswalker.
If you don't respect nature, we're gonna have a problem.
Reach. Because we are a reach deck. It is what we do. And we're going to make sure at least one of your creatures doesn't come back from the graveyard. Might just be the Mire Triton. Or it might be the Acolyte of Affliction. Okay. That gets rid of the Mire Triton. We'll give up Tuktuk. Tuktuk! Okay, next, for my next trick, we need to get someone with reach who can actually protect Vivien. And we got 2 flyers, so this is kind of working out.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
Hello, Stompy. And we got a Scorching Dragonfire if we need it. Like if they remove one. You're going to want the Twin Blade Assassins back, right? You're going to want that back. Okay. You can't play it this turn. Haha. Ah, it's all I'm going to get more land? Reach! Actually, let me give it Vigilance, because what I'm going to do is...
I called, and Decoria
I'm going to
answers.
mutate. Under. 5/5 with Reach and Vigilance. Take that. You're determined to outnumber me, aren't you? Okay. You could make the trade and still get that card back. Really? Another land underneath. Ugh. Yeah, we'll keep going with the Reach theme.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
Is it the original Stompy, or is it his brother? Don't you ever get tired of putting up new threat after new threat? Oh, good. We got rid of both of those cards. I'll take that trade. Okay, so we got 6. I need something here I can cast rather than just another land. Okay, so under this land, there better be something. Thank you. Gee whiz. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we'll create this. We'll give it Vigilance.
Every day is a new mutation.
We'll put this over it so it has Reach and Vigilance. And... Really? You're gonna quit on me? After all the lining up of armies that we did here? Are you just saying that you're enjoying the game? Maybe he's just enjoying the game. Okay, how do we want to do this? I don't need to subtract from her when I can cast this straight off the top. Oh man, I'm having a lot of fun with that.
I love
let's see.
making new friends.
Should we attack with anybody? Vigilance and Reach, Vigilance and Reach. Let's attack. You gonna block with Mire Triton? It's okay. We're gonna whittle away at this. Yeah, how's it feel to finally draw a land when you need a spell, buddy? Psycho Nurse must be going crazy. Okay, actually, let's put this down. Maybe that would have been a good time to use her other power. But I was curious to see what's under this next land. A spider! Excellent. Okay, so let's do this. We'll subtract her.
I brought friends. Lots of them.
Okay. Then we get to cast this card. No. I'm out of mana, aren't I? I didn't even look at my mana. Okay. Lovely. Alright, in that case, What do we got? Menace and Reach. Okay, you got Vigilance and Reach. We'll send another one out to die. You're going to take the damage? Well, sorry, Vivien. You lost 2 loyalty markers for no good reason. You have an Arasta? That is unacceptable. Okay. Let's try this again.
The arcbow is quite powerful. I hope things get out of hand for you.
And what do we want? Ooh. We want a Wildborn Preserver. Yeah, I like 10/10 creatures, don't you? Menace, Reach, and First Strike. Still not quite good enough. And he's got how many blockers that are 4 or more? Yeah, no attacks this turn. I could burn through the deck faster if I was willing to forego making Wildborn Preserver really, really strong. Oh, you gave up your Treesaker Chimera. Why? Why would you start the milling like that? Okay, let's see. We'll go ahead and put down the land. We'll go ahead and put down the creature. Let's try 9. So you're tapped. So 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's just enough to kill you. Don't have trample. But you know what? We're finally getting ready to give somebody trample.
Beauty lies in variation.
Oh, we don't want to do that. Confirm 0. Okay, where's my trample? Okay, so if I get another mutate, I put it on the trample. Hey, I just got rid of a creature. What are you doing putting 2 down in a row? That is not cool. Now I gotta boost the other one up to 22. That's okay, I'll do it. Reach. Over the Trampler. Finally got my life back above 20. Don't need to discard a card. Now, since it's mutated, that doesn't count as a new creature coming in, so Great Henge didn't give me anything. But we can do this. Come on. Let me do it. Take action. Pump you up for 6 more. Auto pay. That's enough. Oh, Turret Ogre. Nice. I'm out of mana. Okay, 25 there. I've got the trample here. So... another green beast. With the trample.
I love making new friends.
Fine. What kind of ability am I going to get here? He's flying. I've got Menace, Reach, and First Strike. I don't have enough if he double blocks me there. But he's got trample. And he's got more than all of them together. Let's see if he teams up to kill Cloudpiercer. Yes, remove one of your flying defenses, please. Okay, I think this turn we'll just go kill him. What do you think? Hey. I was just coming over to kill you. We gotta make it more difficult. Where's my trampler? I don't have a mutate, though. He doesn't mutate. He just reaches. You know, if I had Tuktuk Rubblefort, all these guys would come in with haste and I could still attack with everybody. Really? Nice. Hello. Okay, we're gonna block there. Oh, he didn't want to set out and watch the whole battle. I thought you were Psycho Nurse. Don't you want to hang around and see what happens here? That would have been fun. They never wanted to let us show you the really dramatic big battles. Oh, that could have been epic. Oh, well. Okay, that second match was actually a very good example of how good Reach does, because we had a couple of different flying threats and we were able to keep them at bay virtually the entire time from the very beginning. Even when they tried to attack my Planeswalker, we still had enough. And we might not have, but we had a deck that was dedicated to Reach. Now we'll probably get some Death Touch tribal deck that eats us up and spits us out. See? Death Touch. I am willing to trade, if you are. Just to slow down the death by 1,000 cuts that you're going to put me through. Bring it on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You little rat. If I'm lucky, I'll get hexproof. Reach. I couldn't have planned better for that, folks. We're playing a Reach deck. Crystalline Giant can get 12 different traits. The first one he gets is Reach. There is no way for me to manipulate the game that way, okay? If I could do that, my games would turn out a lot differently than they're doing right now. We're not going to block it. We're going to keep our Crystalline Giant around. So we're going to put down another creature that has Reach. Excellent. Reach and first strike. That's my kind of... Now I've got to be careful because he could have a cantrip that puts indestructible on Typhoid Rats for a turn. So I still don't really want to block with Crystalline Giant. If he's going to attack, I'm just going to chump block the Glowstone Recluse. Because I really have to keep that Savage Gorger under control. like it. Do we have a reader? Has it been that long since you saw Great Henge? Get how it works. We're taking the life. Reach, first strike, and trample. Okay, that's kind of what you're here for. What do you got? There's your indestructible, and it gives them an extra 2. He didn't really have a choice. If he got through, he would have just grown more and more powerful. But you know what? We got this guy. You got Death Touch and Indestructible and all sorts of stuff to keep your flyer alive. But I have nothing but creature after creature after creature with reach. And I am not even going to mutate. That way, if you have removal, I still have a blocker. And why stop? Okay, well that's a reason to stop. I'm out of mana. Can you do anything against artifacts? Probably not, because you're mono black. Can you do anything to attack me? Probably not, because I have 3 people who can block you. So you're going to fire an arrow over their heads at me. You know what? My reach creature should be able to block the arrow, too. What are you doing that? What? What? What was that for? I'm blocking him. Did you not know those guys had reach? Have you not picked up on what this deck is all about? Creature with reach, just so you know. Yeah, let's take action. Let's go ahead and use our 1 remaining mana and make him tougher. Now you can't get him with a Heartless Act. Let's go ahead and attack. Attack. You can chump block with a Sanitarium Skeleton, but I'm going to have 2 creatures attacking every turn. You want to double block? Get rid of one of mine? There you go. You changed your mind. Okay. Really? You can have it, dude. I got Great Henge. I get 2 life back every turn. What did you think I was gonna do? Isn't that game? You got something to make them untap that I don't know about? I got all these special cards I wanted to play. I've got my Henge engine down. I got lots of mana. Oh, you ruined it all. Woovie. What a name. I guess I'll just take the win. This has been going pretty well, actually, because the last 2 matches were very good demonstrations of the principle of the value of having reach, because there were flyers in both of those, and if I did not have adequate protection, things could have got ugly for me real fast. Okay, Douglas Era. He had to spend a long time to figure out that he could cast an opt. Now he's going to decide which card he wants. He wants the card. My bear's hungry already? Am I not feeding you enough during these games? Okay, I'm not sure what he's looking for, but he's not happy. He's not finding it yet. Let's see. Equal Rights Amendment. Alcoholics Anonymous. No, wait. I still need one more egg. Triple egg? That's your car insurance? Okay, say hello to a wall. He can kill you unless you can buff him up. Buff up your creatures. It's kind of weird to think a dinosaur being killed by a wall, but what you gotta do? You're milling yourself. You threw away your double vision. I presume you have a way of getting that back? No counterspell ready? I should have attacked. I forgot. Oh no, that's the other wall. I'm thinking of Tuktuk Rubblefort. He didn't have haste. Okay, he's got Double Strike, which is a little gross. Take that. Okay, what do we want to do? Oh, I know. We want to hurt you. Yes, we do. Aha. Okay, you're going to bring back Luna the Witchgiver first. That makes sense. You've got enough mana for it. Refill your hand with stuff to do against me. That's why Hexproof would come in handy next. Turret Ogre is pretty easy to get rid of with any one spell. Take that. Okay, let's see. I can't put the hinge down yet. Let's make Turret Ogre more survivable. Maybe you could block the Spell Eater. Okay, let's see. I need to put him under. Okay. That'll work. Nobody has reach all of a sudden, right? Good. You can draw your 4 cards, but you're going to tap out, and I think that's going to be a lot of pressure on you. He's getting more ammo out. So that's 17 points of damage. And instead of casting it, you're going to cycle it. What a waste. You cast the spell, your weird spell, right? To get that back. Ah, there you go. I don't want to give up my Turret Ogre yet. Because I want the Great Henge. But yeah, let's do it. Because I can still put down another creature, right? No, that's if I mutate. So I need to put him back down. But he gets to be a 4/4 right away. And hexproof. Yes. But that one thing that he did is able to lengthen out this battle a lot. Oh, he has a second boon. Must be nice. What you gonna do? I could use some more land right now, actually. 5, 6, 7, 8. Is he thinking of attacking? I will trade. Let's see. You still have. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I will trade you those. Who's afraid of a Spell Eater Wolverine? Okay, you need to actually let the spell resolve. Or if you're going to do something, but this is getting a little ridiculous. Every time with this? My pants are going out of style waiting on you. That took you a long time to do nothing, dude. You got no excuse now. You got all the land in the world. You got near full hand. You got stuff in the graveyard. Give your guy double strike. Magic is a game of action. Let's get going. There you go. There you go. You did something. Congratulations. What are the choices? You got Boon and Double Vision. Oh, yeah, okay. I was going to say, we did have Forbidden Friendship if he wants to get that back. Do you have a buff spell I don't know about? Forget life. Let's get a creature in here. I don't usually get the creature. I usually want to draw a card, but I don't need to draw more land right now. I've got 2 land. Do you have something to deal damage? There you go. Say hello to my twin brother. Well, his twin brother. Nice. Okay, and let's see. I can mutate him, right? Do I want to? Yeah, I do. Because I can discard a card too and draw another one. What do we got? Hexproof, lifelink, and vigilance. Okay, we're looking good. Why don't you go draw 4 more cards? Or you can cycle it like you did the other time. My bear's starving over here waiting on you to make a turn. Make a move. There we go. He did something. That's going to be a lot of flying sharks. Up against a deck with nothing but reach. This is going to be fun. Thank you. There we go. Give me flying. Reach. Okay. I'll keep it in theme with the deck. Reach it is. And now I'm waiting on you again. This is going to be another long, drawn-out battle. Oh, hello. He did something. I was completely unprepared for that. Another long, drawn-out battle with a bunch of creatures, right? Let's see if the Great Henge can keep up with Shark Typhoon. Who can go through their deck first? I like giving my wall power of 1. Yes, flying. It's too late, right? We got 6/6 sharks out there. I need First Strike and I need Death Touch now, which are the ones that I don't have. Alright. I could attack with an Elder Gargaroth, but not worth it. Not with a bunch of 6/6 sharks coming up. What else you got in your deck? 2? I can deal with 2/2s all day long. Look at that, another flyer. I could not have asked for a better example of why you need reach than these last 3 games. There's no guarantee we'll win, but he's got 5 flyers right now. We've got 6 that can block. Ooh. What do we want to do with that? Do we want to hold it? He might have other Shark Typhoons. Over. He can't attack, but I got a 6/5 wall now. With reach. Ah. Okay, that's an instant, so I have time to think about it, I guess. Didn't get First Strike or Death Touch. Is that the third one? He's got a nice army now. Still not going to attack. Take that. Yes. We will take 10. First strike. We're getting better. What else you got? Bring another Shark Typhoon down. I want to maximize my barrier breach. Come on, you gotta have more than one copy, right? Oh, I can't bring that back. There's no way to escape from the graveyard now. You did that on purpose. Ooh, Riddle Form. Still does not want to attack. First Strike and Menace. Nope. I'm not going to attack either. You outnumber me. I only have 8. You got more than twice that. What can you do to the Preserver? Can you unsummon him? I'm looking at my Cogwork Archivist. Still got 19 cards left. Do we have to go a full 19 more rounds? Aha. He's got more flyers. He's gonna make a move. This could be my death. Why are you pulling back your 1/1s? That's all we need, right? Okay, let's see. What can I do here? What can I do? It's hard to actually see because they're all grayed out. Okay. We'll go ahead and take out a 6/6. I have first strike, right? So we can take out a 4/4. We got a 5/5. Can I get him? There we go. Where's the other stuff? There's a 4/4. Probably gonna die. Probably gonna die. Yep. It's kind of close. I probably played it wrong. Probably should have played Barrier Breach earlier. I was getting greedy. He was able to do too much card draw. That was all my mistake. Okay, a quick wrap up. I have to apologize for that last battle. I held on to Barrier Breach way too long. This is one of the weaknesses that I have when playing the game, and once I know there's a maximum use for a card, I like to use it for maximum use. I like to see how long I can hold off, and sometimes if you hold off in the game, if you wait too long, you die. It's the death of you. So that happened for that particular game, and that's one of my weaknesses, so maybe one day I'll learn. I did make one tweak to the deck because I don't feel like there's nearly enough removal. I just had the one Scorching Dragonfire in there, really. And there is a way to get that card back if you get the right character out. But what I did was I removed one copy of Cloudpiercer because it costs 5 to get down by itself. And I added in a copy of Rabid Bite. And that gives you an extra removal in case there's a particular creature that has an ability where your opponent's not going to attack with it. He's just going to sit back and use that ability. Think something like Veto that drains your life or whatever that you need to find a way to get rid of. So I'll probably continue to drag this deck out every now and then and play test it and see how it's doing. Maybe we need even more removal, but if we can especially get Vivien and or the Great Henge out, if you get them both out together, they really work well together. And the rest of it I'm kind of happy with. We did pretty well overall. Looking through, I only have the one Pillardrop Warden. That's the one where I can return a target instant or sorcery card to your hand. I think that's the only one I have, but maybe we could switch out another more powerful card for that if it gets some of the removal cards back in our hands. Right now we've got not too many instants and sorcery, so maybe it's not worth it. But these are the types of questions that you ask when you're tweaking the decks. Anyway, we hope you had fun. We hope you, if you hadn't seen Reach in use before, you've certainly seen it more than most other times. And have a good one.